Hey, so if tech makes you feel like you need that second cup of coffee and maybe a prayer, you're in the right place. Today, I'm rebuilding part of my website inside of my favorite all-in-one GoHighLevel, and I want to show you three tiny little tweaks that will make your site look custom, polished, and expensive without learning how to code. Right? How's that sound? So think of this like your shortcut to looking like a pro without having to hire a web designer. And by the end, you'll know how to change a boring button into with a whisper of a CSS, custom coding, but don't panic, super easy. We'll be placing an image in your footer that actually kind of sneaks up on your page. Okay. It looks like a little subtle magazine spread. I think you're going to love it. And a little HTML magic so that when visitors, they hit on your page, they can send you a quick text right from inside of your site. Okay. Now, here's why you want to stay with me to the end. These three tweaks are the difference between a website that looks homemade and a website that builds trust the moment somebody lands on it. They're very simple to do, not scary, believe me, repeatable, and they even work if tech has never been your strong suite. So, I want you to see how easy it is, and you're going to start dreaming up 10 more things you can do on your website to give it a fresh look for 2026. And if you want to follow along and build your own web pages, make sure you grab the GoHighLevel using my affiliate link. And as always, if you want to really dig deep and get that support to help you step by step, you should join us inside of Digital Business Academy because I break down all of this into detail. So let's jump in and let me show you what I've done. All right. So let me find the right button here so that I can share my screen. And here I am. So this is the first page of my website here. All right. Now, so the first thing that I want to show you is, do you notice these little buttons? They have just a nice little glow to them. And let me ask you a question. Are you liking the white or the black text? I feel like the black text kind of sticks out just a little more. What do you think? Let me know. Let me zoom in a little more so you can see it here. All right. So that's the first thing that we are going to change. So how do I get that beautiful little gradient fill there? It's through what we call CSS. Now, before you get all nervous about it, you can ask ChatGPT to create the little custom script for you. Or I have it and I'll post it down below so you can have it. So all you need to do is, if we come up here to the top, it looks like a little paintbrush. If you click on that paintbrush, there's and sometimes if you're new to it, it might look like gobbledygook, but don't worry about it. You could just paste this straight as it is, and you're good to go. Now, what I want to show you is on mine here on line 10, it might be a different line number for you. You can change whatever you want those gradient colors to be. Now, you can see on the back, I'm using kind of a bronzy goldy color, which is going along with my website colors. But right here in the middle, that start with these pound and then letters and numbers, those are the gradient numbers. And there's like gradient makers. Just Google it or ask ChatGPT to give you a site with a gradient maker. So let's say your colors are blue and green. You could just say, give me a gradient with 3 colors of this palette, and it will give you this. So that's what that is. You don't even need to worry about that. So all you need to do is just copy this entire thing and put it right into the little custom CSS. All right. And it will automatically pull that in. And how does it do that? So I've got this button selected. If I come over here to the right, and if I click on styles and I scroll down, notice there's something called custom class. Now, without getting too deep in the woods, basically you need a way to call that set of instructions. And so for this particular button, I want I'm just calling it star dash button. And then it knows to come up here and to read this. So you could call it anything you wanted. You just have to make sure that this matches right up there. Okay. So, I could say glow dash button. All right. As long as it matches. And that's all there is to it. Boom, you've got this beautiful little gradient. So how cool is that? And again, you can change it to whatever you want. So it's like putting fresh lipstick on your page. I just love adding, something kind of simple like that, but it gives you very dramatic results, right? So go ahead and try it and let me know. Okay, so the second thing that I want to show you is, and actually I'm just going to do a preview of a page here. So let me preview the page. so you can see it. So again, those are the buttons that I added. Here's with the black background. Here's with the white, or not background, the letters. Let me know, which one do you like better? Okay, so that was the first thing. The second thing I want to show you, as we're scrolling down to the very bottom, we have our footer. And do you notice what's happening? Can you see this? How my little head is sticking up. I just think this is the coolest little thing. And it's directing people to a lead magnet. So it's like, hey, make sure that you get this lead magnet. So again, it's just something, just kind of a surprise. So again, as people are scrolling down, boom, all of a sudden, here it is. And what's nice about this is it's calling attention to a lead magnet. And I'm putting a link on the lead magnet because some studies have shown that you actually get more traction. So on my first page, I do have an invitation to grab this lead magnet, but on every single page of my website, see if we move this over. If I scroll down, because I'm using the same footer, there it is again. So it's just that invitation to grab that. So how do you do that? So let me scroll down here to my footer. And first of all, and I've done another video someplace else, but you'll notice when I select this section of text down here at the bottom, do you see that there is a purple, like a purple line all the way across? Well, what does that mean? That means it is what we call a global section. So every place that I add this global section, I could make a change on one of them and it will automatically update it on every single page. So that's just a little side note. But how did I get that little image to pop up? So the first thing I did was I used a transparent image. So, you know, there's no background. So it just looks like my little head is popping up, and I added an image. So this footer is just made with, if I hover over it, you'll see that it's made with columns. Okay. So I've got these columns. And so in this column here, I've added an image. This is where the secret sauce comes in. Pay attention. As I've got that image selected, come back over here to general. Nope, sorry, styles. They keep moving everything on us. Under styles, halfway down, the margin and padding, look what I did to the very top margin. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a minus 150 px. So in other words, it's moving it kind of out of the container 150 pixels. And you can play around with it. I could make it like a minus 200 if I wanted. In fact, let me just do that to show you. And then you have to click off of that. And now notice my little head's popped up even higher. So let me save this and publish it. And then I'll just do another quick preview so you can see the difference here. And because I added that to what we call a global footer, it goes into effect on every single page. So what do you think about that? I just think it's kind of a fun thing to do. Again, super easy to figure that out. And, you know, it just gives you a little extra pizzazz there. All right, so that's the second thing. And then the third thing that I want to show you is I've put in some custom HTML/JavaScript. And again, don't have to panic. It's nothing real technical when you see how easy it is. So I'm going to come back over to the preview so you can see it. And you'll notice here, I have a phone number. And if I hover over it, it changes color. If I looked at this on my mobile, it would automatically open my messaging app. Now, because this is a, well, it still does it on my website here. And it already pre-fills, I don't know if you can see this, it pre-fills the text. Hi, this is XXX. And then they could just write their question. Now, how cool is that? That I think it's like 60 to 80% of people now look at websites on their mobile device. So I could change the text over here. I could just say, you know, click with the down arrow, click and send me a quick message or something. Okay. But did you catch that? Again, if you hover over it, it's like, oh, what is this? Okay. Now, how did I do that? Super easy. There's something called this custom HTML, and it's just, if we come over here to the left to add elements, and if we scroll down to the elements here, there's just this code block here. We just drag it over. Then inside of the code, so I'm going to click on that. Over here on the right, if I click on general, I can open the code editor. And this is all it is. Okay, so you just copy this, and here is where you would put your phone number. So SMS, the phone number. And then this is the pre-populated. So I could change this message. Hi. We'll just say, my question for you is ... Okay. So whatever you want to show up in the text message, you could put there. I made it so that it's white. And then if they mouse over it, it changes it to my dark pink. And then here is what you see. So the little arrow and the phone number. So I could say, send a quick text message to me at, okay. So do you see what I did? So again, if you're using this text, just change your phone number. You can change whatever text you're kind of starting it with. And then I'm going to save it. And now let me just save this again, republish it. And again, because this is in my global footer, it's going to change that automatically on every page. So let's open this up. Hopefully this, I put everything in the right way. So let's scroll down to the very bottom. And here it is. Send a quick text message to me at, and then it just gives the details. And again, I can click on that, open the messaging, and hi, my question for you is ... Okay, I probably would take out that little quote sign. Okay. So let me come back to you here if I can find find how to quick showing you. Okay, so as a quick recap, simple little things. It sounds scary, but it's not. The first thing we did was we added some kind of glow, added some lipstick to our buttons just by adding some CSS code. Let me CSS code, and then actually let me share my screen so you can see it. So the CSS code here, super easy. The second thing we did, scrolling all the way down, popped up my little picture, so it's sticking above the footer. Okay, and then we created a mouse over text message. Hey, send me a quick text. Okay, so that, I mean, how simple is that? Again, you don't have to be a tech guru. Just by making some very simple little changes as you're building out your website, it just elevates it and puts you kind of head and shoulders above other people. So again, if you're not using this all-in-one marketing system, use my affiliate link below, and I'm there to help you every step of the way. And if you want even more help, make sure that you join us inside of the Digital Business Academy /AI Business Academy, because we're learning all kinds of things about AI and how to run your business without it running you ragged. All right. So as always, thanks for watching. Give me a little love, the thumbs up, subscribe, share this with a friend. Would you? I would really love that. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. All right. Take care and see you next time.